for Kevin Durant to be Olympic MVP. Keyshawn.
Oh, no, I don't want to touch this.
Keyshawn. Who you got?
Man, do I really want to touch this right now?
Yep. Show your objectivity.
You know, I feel like, to me, I know LeBron is favored plus 120 versus Kevin at plus 400. I feel like it'll go to Kevin because his efficiency, in a short amount of time, he can score a bunch of them.
Yep.
LeBron obviously may play a little more minutes. He may have certain situations with the ball in his hand at the end of games. So to us, it's like, oh, LeBron won the game for him. I don't think the games are going to be that close where it's going to come down to those sort of things at the end of games anymore. Well, like it did in the practice rounds where he had those 2 straight games where all of a sudden it was LeBron James time. I think it'll be different. The efficiency of KD, though, and I think he's going to stay pretty efficient, right? Obviously, that 100% mark the other day going into the third quarter was eye-popping, but he's going to be pretty close to that along the way. I mean, the dude's an all-time leading scorer of the USA men's basketball team. I mean, obviously, he's played in more games than most, but in the end, I think it's a KD situation. Make sure your homeboys tell you I said that too now.
Trying to get back, Key, trying to get back on his good side. that was Carolina. That was Carolina Key right there. That wasn't Crenshaw Key right there. No, I think when I look at it, like, I think Key is right in so many ways that KD is still going to be able to score at a high rate. He's still going to be able to be efficient because of who he is and the teammates he has around him. But I just think when I look across the board, I think LeBron is going to have the edge for the most part. And my dark horse in all of this that's not listed is Anthony Davis. But LeBron's going to have more opportunity. He's going to play more minutes. He played 27 minutes, Skip, out of a possible 40. He's going to have the ball.
On the team.
The most on the team. Like, he's going to have the ball in his hands 99% of the time. He's going to be able to put up stats all across the board. 21 points in the last game. Kevin Durant had 23. But look at this stat. Kevin, 2 rebounds, no assists. LeBron, 7 rebounds and 9 assists. That's going to tip the scale right there. I just think the other numbers across the board, and LeBron can do that every night. Whereas Kevin, he probably most likely going to end up being the leading scorer again. But just across the board, I think LeBron is on a mission. He definitely wants gold. And he's going to make it a point to be the best player on this USA roster. Adding another notch. Adding another notch.
As I predicted.
To his GOAT status.
Well, that's why he's doing it.
And this is why, you know, he wants to show the world. 40,000, Olympic gold, MVP of the Olympics. The list is going to continue to go on.
Michael Jordan didn't have one of those.
Michael Jordan is not going to have. Oh, so we were just talking like they give out tournament MVPs and all of this? I didn't know that.
They just, I think they started it, stopped it, started again, right?
I think it just started in 2020, the last Olympics.
Okay.
And Kevin won that one. So
in the
he's
last
got
Olympics?
One. Yeah.
Okay, so they just started the tournament MVPs where they give out this award.
Yes. So it's fairly new. FIBA does it. FIBA picks it.
Okay.
I don't know if LeBron's behind it. I don't know.
Clutch Sports sponsored.
Sponsored by
Crazy Sports.
Yeah, and it's chosen by a committee that features Rich Paul and Maverick Carter. Right?
Unbelievable.
Oh man.
But LeBron based on.
I just think based around
all around game. Yeah. I mean, I guess.
I know who's not getting it, and that's Jason Tatum. Can he just get in the damn game?
No, he's going to play this.
Can he just get in the damn game?
He'll play tomorrow.
I'm just curious to see how many minutes he plays.
Can he just get in the game? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, goodness gracious is right. Okay. Paul makes a lot of strong, valid, convincing points because LeBron is the point guard. LeBron is going to have the ball in his hands, and Tyrese Halliburton has not played a second now for like three straight games, right?
Yep.
He just doesn't even get on the floor, so he's done.
He's bolted to the bench.
Okay. LeBron, it feels like to me, is on a mission to do this, and I don't disagree. Obviously, he's trying to build a longevity legacy, and if he could do this at age 39, win his third gold to Jordan's 2, and especially if he could win the MVP, well, it's just another feather in cap. It's just another thing you could say, well, there, and all those billions of blind witnesses out there who support and defend and apologize for LeBron, they'd say, see, look at what he did at 39. And he looks great at 39. And he played a hellacious great game the other day. I give it up to him. It was an all-around, wire-to-wire game where he played the most minutes. But that stretch by Kevin, I've just never seen anything like it before, where I don't even know if you're going to be able to play or not, and you're a starter by nature, by birth. You just start, and then you come in cold, which you never do, with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and you make your first shot, and then you make your first 8 shots before halftime.
Yeah, and was any of his, I don't remember, was any of his shots layups?
No,
They
all
weren't,
jumpers.
huh? Yeah, all jumpers.
Just
Yeah,
all threes.
Yeah, I know, but I just didn't know if he had one at the cup. I don't remember.
No, and then he had the fall away at the buzzer.
Yeah.
Okay, and all of a sudden they go from down 6. I'm going to say it again. I think they were in some trouble. It would have been a close game. I just believe it. And he changed everything. So he always changes everything because that's what he does. And he is the ultimate nuclear weapon because he doesn't need to touch the ball very much.
Yeah.
So history would tell you, his international history would tell you he's just going to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Because he's played 23 international games and he shot 52% from 3. It's hard to do in 23. That's a pretty big sample size to make 52% of your three-point shots. Well, if he keeps doing that, I would have to give him a slight nod, even though LeBron's driven to do this, and LeBron's got the sugar in his hands, like he controls the flow. But
you heard Kevin Durant said how, I believe I heard him say he was tired.
He did.
After the game.
He said, I'm not going to lie. He said, I was tired.
Yeah, so he's still
why
trying
wouldn't
to
he
round. Yeah, he's still trying to round himself out in the game shape, which means his minutes is going he plays 17 minutes.
So they'll increase slightly.
So
I would agree.
They would get better slightly, so there is a chance.
Do you think he'll start, Kevin? He said he'll do whatever Steve Kerr asked him to do.
Well, I think if he doesn't start game 2 after getting his feet wet game 1, I think they'll keep the rotation the same.
Okay.
I just do. I mean, it looked like they had some chemistry, but I feel like he did play well with Bron out there on the court, too. So
yeah,
we'll see. But I think it just really doesn't matter. The most important thing is Jason Tatum going to play?
Okay.
I mean, come on. I had to really sit back and think about it. Like, I was trying to make excuses for Kerr and all of this, because it just don't make sense. For him to apologize and he felt terrible about it.
Because Tatum is great and you got great players.
But how do you, as a coach, walk past him or turn your head and look down the bench and say, here, let me take Derek White?
But he already explained that to him, though, prior to the game, that he wasn't going to play according to Steve
But why
Kerr.
did he apologize then?
Because everybody's asking why he didn't play, and he's just saying that, hey, man, this guy here
why does he
deserves
feel
to play. Because he deserves to play, but based on the matchup, for whatever reason, he felt like he didn't want to play him in that matchup.
That's not the matchup. That wasn't it.
But what was it then, Paul?
It wasn't the matchup, Keith. This guy can play 4 positions.
I understand that based on what you're telling me.
Like, let's say if we talked about defensively. What can he do? What can't he do defensively that LeBron James and Kevin Durant can't do as far as when we talk about the matchups on the court?
Well, not just them, anybody, basically.
No, that's true.
But if I got
they're all the same height, athletic.
I understand, but if I'm going with LeBron and KD, and I'm going with the other guy, somebody's got to sit.
So, and how does Anthony Edwards move ahead of him on the pecking order?
Because Anthony Edwards is playing a different position, I'm assuming.
No, they all play. It's just positionless basketball, Keith.
Okay.
They all play the same wing, forward.
So maybe Ant-Man sits this game.
Yeah, I just have a problem.
Or Derek White sits this game. And Tatum and Ant-Man is up.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand if you go into game 2 against South Sudan and he doesn't play significant minutes, then have a conversation about that. Right. But I think he's going to play significant minutes.
Yeah.
Paul, I told you yesterday.
Don't forget to subscribe.